is up, guys? It is your boy Gazda back at it again with some new Archero content from my Archero series on my, I promise you, not only exclusively Archero channel. But if you're new to this Archero series that we're doing on my channel, this is where we play Archero, which is a mobile game developed by Happy Studios, available on Android and iOS. It is a extremely aggravating game, even though in the comments, which I read all of them by the way, a lot of people like to say, I beat X chapter with Y gear, you suck, blah blah blah. And you're right, I do, but I enjoy the game and I enjoy making content like this. So if you enjoy content like this, I highly recommend you subscribe to this channel, hit that notification bell so that you never miss an upload. I'm uploading about 2 to 3 times per week. And while you're at it, smash the like button and leave a comment. I do read them, and both of those things greatly help out my channel for further growth. We just celebrated 1,000 subscribers. I am so amazed. Thank you guys. Yeah, but let's jump right into the video. That's it for plugging and the introductions and the formalities and such. You came to this video because you wanted to know my opinion, I assume, or multiple opinions on what is the best Locket. And for those that are extremely antsy in the pants and they have no patience, I'm going to say right up front, save you some time, it's the Angel Locket, okay? That's what I think is the best Locket in the game. Now, for all those people that just wanted that answer, there you go. So you can click off this video, or do me one better, watch one of my videos right now. This is on the ancient legendary staff. Go ahead and check that video out. You should enjoy that. Now, for everyone else who's still here, I'm going to go a little bit more in depth on why I believe the Angel Locket is the best Locket. So we don't got really so much gameplay, we got more like stat screens and stuff like this. Now this is like a lot of information you can find online, like Discord or the Archero Reddit forums. There's a great debate, as there always is, on what's the best gear, and really a lot of it kind of depends on your build. But let's start with, and for comparison's sake, I have all of the Lockets at epic level, and my Angel Locket's actually at perfect epic. So that's what we're going to be comparing off of, because that kind of gives the highest stats for them. So in the 4th place, since there's only 4 Lockets so far, but since they added new rings, I'm sure there will be new amulets, Lockets down the line, which is aggravating. I'm going to have to say that it is the, no, not this one, the Iron Locket. Okay, so the Iron Locket, when your HP is lower than 20%, collision damage is reduced by 20%. Summarize this really quickly, especially in later chapters. You're going to be taking so much collision damage when you do happen to run into an enemy that it's probably going to go over the top and kill you anyway. So it's worthless because you have to hit a certain metric to be able to proc this even. And even then, you're talking about out of a 14,000 health, 20%, it's that's 800 health. So you're really only saving 800 health. And when you run into an enemy, which in later chapters you should be good enough that you're not running into enemies, you're going to be taking 4,000. So what are you taking? 3,200? And if you're at 20% health less, it's just not good. And that ties into one of the later Lockets we're going to look at, why I believe that Locket also is kind of not so good, but it has more of its uses. Okay, so I think this is the worst Locket you can get by far. You shouldn't be taking collision damage. That's only bats, bees, and some of the melee enemies, the skeletons. Actually, the skeletons, that's more like melee damage, not even collision. You basically have to run into them or they run into you. And there's not that many of those enemies later in the game, and you should be better at avoiding them. So this is the worst Locket by far. Then, in 3rd place, I would say it's got to be the... all the Lockets, by the way, at the epic level do advanced healing, 30% chance, which is not bad. Nope, don't want to pause the recording. Whoops, there we go. Okay, let's move that out of the way. Alright, so if anyone's looked in the corner, what is that? That's how I record this. It is, we did the Iron Locket, where is it? No, there it is, yeah, just making sure. Bulletproof Locket's probably number 3 for me. I'm just making sure I got the right Lockets here. Because of projectile damage, it's kind of the same thing. I mean, it's better because there is a lot of projectile damage, especially in bullet hell levels that are abundant in the later chapters 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Moving forward, probably when chapter 15 comes out, it's going to be terrible, and there's going to be hella bullets. So same kind of thing, but projectiles maybe not so bad. You might take it, you might be able to survive it kind of thing. But it's the same kind of thing that When you're at lower health, it basically will kind of maybe, if you're lucky, depending on what kind of build you got on your armor, you might be able to survive another hit, because then you might have a dodge build, so it will give you like 2 hits. You can get lucky for a dodge proc, but otherwise, I don't see why you should really get Bulletproof Locket either. So really, it comes down to choice number 2 and choice number 1, which can be influenced by your build. Like I said, if you're doing a dodge build, some people say that an Agile Locket's better because it's the same thing but increases your dodge by 15%. If you're doing a dodge build, which is not additive, remember, like we originally thought, and Super Teeds and I Pick My Butt, they did videos on it, so I don't really need to go into all the numbers of that, and it's available on Reddit and Discord, so you guys probably watching this video already know that we found out, well, users found out through research, that dodge does not work in this game like we thought it originally did, where it kind of adds, it's under like a different formula, so it's not quite the percentage you would think. But even so, with a dodge build, it does add a little bit, and so you could potentially proc a little bit more of dodge chance, and then especially depending on the heroes that you're using, which will go to the heroes. This is my gear really quick. That's not my gear. That's not my gear. That's my gear. So, certain heroes, I have all of the heroes. Let me see, which one is it? Is it Meowgic, I believe? No. Oh yeah, Meowgic has extra 5% chance kind of thing. So potentially I can see why people would say let's go ahead with that and go for a dodge build and use the Agile Locket. But again, kind of similar thing. Dodge is not as reliable as we once thought. But it's still better than nothing. That's why I use the Serpent Ring combo. And that's why I think it's number 2. You can disagree. If you disagree, leave a comment why you disagree. I read all the comments and respond. I'm always open for great debate and comments. If you leave negative trolling comments, I'll just leave a negative trolling comment in response. Because I like to have fun with. If you guys are gonna have take the piss out of me, I'll take the piss out of you. So then we arrive at what I believe is number 1, which is the Angel Locket, and that's because, and as of recording now, when I'm recording this video, this is in April, it seems like the effect still works, which is this Locket's effect, although only 25%, so basically 1 out of 4 times, it can still activate per life. So what that means, obviously, is that when you take a run, if you die, that's a life. Then if you revive with the gems or the ad, that's another life. So technically, you could get the Angel Locket to proc multiple times per run. And if you get the extra life from the devil, that's a 3rd potential time. So I don't have any footage of it, but when I was doing runs of chapter 13, I did have this happen to me, where it procced multiple times in a run. And so for that reason, because you will die a lot in later levels because enemies hit so hard, and because getting killed will still potentially activate this, you don't have to rely on under a threshold of health for something to proc. I believe the Angel Locket's better because potentially you can repossession yourself, you can finish off the final boss of a chapter with that invincibility, and at the perfect epic level it goes to 3 seconds invincibility, which is pretty nice. I'm excited to see what legendary and ancient legendary, if that increases the time or the percentage chance of this happening. It's really hard to grind out the lockets and amulets, so I'll make a video on that in the future. Here's a link to it if I ever get that. The ancient legendary and legendary lockets. Here's a link to one of those videos. But yeah, because this game is so aggravating at later levels and you'll die a lot, that couple extra seconds of getting a revive can mean all the difference in clearing a chapter. And with this Locket, how it's working currently, as of April 9th of 2020, it still procs multiple lives. And so theoretically, although not common, like I've said, it's proc maybe twice for me in one run. So that means I got 4 chances in chapter 13 to clear the level. If you got the devil with the extra life, and then a revive on your first death, and then you revive with the gems, you potentially could have 6 attempts at a level. Potentially. That's high end. That's real good luck of that 1 out of 4 chance. But that's why I feel like the Angel Locket is the best locket in my opinion. I'm not alone in this. Super Teeds believes so also. She did a video on it, and so did I Pick My Butt. I'm just doing a later video since I just returned to YouTube, agreeing that I believe that this is the best locket overall. Now, you can use it with a dodge build. You can use it with like the semi-dodge slash basically Eskimo Lands build I'm going with. I use the Phantom Cloak because of, you know, when I get hit, which is inevitable, freezes the boss, which does mess up their timing, yes, but does give me a little bit, a couple seconds to reposition, which seems to be helping. But I did read some comments of people saying I should do the Vest Dexterity, which I could upgrade to Ancient Legendary, just so I can have a better dodge build. I'm kind of mulling over that. But basically, that's it, guys. I tried to keep it clean and simple. Gave my information. There's a lot of information online on the Reddit Archero, on the Reddit Discord, and on the other YouTubers that have covered these videos in the past. And I am preaching that I believe the Angel Locket is the best locket. Agree, disagree, let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Again, I upload 2 to 3 times per week. I did videos on the Ancient Legendary Spear also. I'll link that right here. And on my closeout, I want to let you guys know what's kind of coming up through the pipeline. I'm considering doing an upgrade video on the Meowgic video since I got so much flack for that. I still don't think Meowgic is the best hero for me, but I do see the that he is a good hero, obviously. Versus my first video when we had no information on him and he just came out, I thought he was terrible and people still reaming me about it. My opinion has changed on him. I have read the comments, but I just haven't got around to making an update video. So that's in the pipeline. But what I'm also really excited about before you guys go is that, as you know, I hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm really excited about that. I cannot monetize my channel because of this COVID-19 thing that's going on. So that kind of sucks. We're going to explore different avenues that's in the future. But I have contacted I Pick My Butt, and we are in the midst of talking and doing a potential collaboration. So that should be on the horizon maybe the next week or two. So I'm really excited to play with another big Archero player who is a better player than me. Like, straight up, way better Archero player. Shout out to you, Pick. You are much better than me. You have, I have like what, the elite gear, and I'm making fun of myself, and I still, like, I'm terrible. Like, you know, this game is about skill. I've mentioned that several times. I made a video on it. I'll include the link to that here. It's gear matter. It kind of matters, like from gray to legendary, obviously it's different, but like later levels, it's really skill. Like, as you elite players have told me in the comments, you've beaten chapter 14 with like greens and blues and epics. So I know I'm a bad player, but I'm really excited to play with Pick. We're going to do a couple of videos, so like per channel, like one on his, one on mine, I don't know, we'll see. So I'm really excited for that collaboration, so stay tuned for that. And that's basically going to do it for this video, guys. I wish you stay safe during these trying times, and as always, I enjoy making these videos, and I'll see you guys for the next one.